Hello and welcome back to another iRacing video. Today we are in the Super Formula at Barcelona, Catalunya, a track that I know quite well. So qualifying was pretty decent, starting from P6 if I'm correct. So that's a good starting position, and maybe we can get some more when we go into the race. So that's lights on, and away we go. A decent start, immediately go into the slipstream of the cars ahead. Of course these cars have a really good slipstream, you get a really good profit out of it. So we're already up into P3. They both go off the track there. One car did go off the track, so that means that we are now fully into P3 alongside with P2 as P1 completely spins it into turn 3 and we have a good run on P2, so that means we are already in the lead coming towards turn 4. So we have a really good start. P1 there wasn't too careful with the cold tires, so we have a little bit of luck there as well. So a really good start. So we now need to push as hard as I can to make that gap big enough. So P2 doesn't have the slipstream on me towards start finish, because that's quite a long straight and it's easy to pull alongside if you are close enough. He is really close still. Going into sector 3. This corner I couldn't get a hang of it. It's quite slow through there compared to the others. We're now going onto the start-finish straight. He is 2/10 behind me, so he might have a look on the inside, and he does. I'm not defending because I didn't want to do anything stupid here. And P2 was a really good result, so I just let him go and try to stay with him. Maybe he makes a mistake later on in the race, or I'm quicker than he is, and then try again to pull away from him, as he is going a little bit defensive towards this corner. But I already gave up, because overall he was quicker, as well as in qualifying. I think he was 3 or 4/10 quicker than that I was. And we were in a really good position here, so I was just thinking, let's stay behind him and try to stay with him so we can make a bigger gap to P3. He's already 1.2 seconds behind us, 1.3. So if I could stay with him and stay in the slipstream, then we might have a chance easily take second place here, as he locks up a little bit. Going into the next lap, he already made a gap of 1.3 seconds. Again going into the same corner, he goes way too quick in there. He goes into the gravel, loses a lot of time. So that gave us P1 back again, with a little bit of breathing space as well. So he's now 1.5 seconds is P2 behind us, and he also lost another place. So the guy that was in P1 is now in P3, so that gives us even more breathing space, because now he needs to battle for second place. But going towards the first corner, he's already alongside and already ahead of him. So now I need to stay on the track and try to bring the best possible lap times as I can, because I can go a lot quicker. Now already in lap 5 we have a gap of almost 3 seconds, so that is already big enough. As we go into the last corner, going way too much over the curb, almost lost it there on the exit. Luckily not into the gravel, because then you're done. It's quite hard to get it back on the track when you go into the gravel with those speeds. So now with that we almost lost 1 second again to him, and it also messes up your confidence because you went off the track. And I saw him getting closer again, 1.8 seconds, and my lap times weren't the best at this moment, so I really had to push on, as we are also catching up with a back marker. And now catched up with him, P2 already almost within 1 second, just 1.2 seconds behind me. So I hope this guy ahead of me, the back marker, lets me go as he pulls off to the side here and lets me go. So that's really kind of him. I was pretty happy with that as well, because I didn't lose any unnecessary time. And with just 10 minutes to go, still half of the race, so there is enough time for him to catch up to me, but we will see if he can. As we are now going into lap 9, already into lap 9, he's getting into the 1 second, so he's starting to get really close. Sector 3 is not my best sector, so that's where I lost most of the time, and in sector 1 I could manage to get it at least 1 or 2 tenths back. In sector 2 it was 1 lap I gained a little bit, the other lap I lost a little bit to him. But as long as I could stay ahead of him with at least half a second, then we would be good on this straight. As we are now going into the last lap, just 7 tenths behind, so I felt the pressure quite a lot, and I know myself that I can make a mistake quite easily, but I just had to stay onto the track, no mistakes, even if it's a little mistake, then I would have lost it. But right now, just half a second, 4/10 there. He might have gone a little bit wide going into turn 4. I think he was pushing as well, as we now managed to make the gap a little bit bigger. As you can see, he's getting closer, and then he loses a little bit of time. The P3 is 7 seconds behind us, so there wasn't really a competition here. Only the guy in P2. But I think he made quite a few mistakes, even though they were just little mistakes, because he was a lot quicker than I was. But right now, just half a second again. But there's no corner that is slow or that you can mess up. Well, this corner you can if you go onto the curb. You've already done that before. But as we come across the line into P1 again, keep in mind that the rest wasn't really on our pace, only P2. But we managed to stay on the track, get the most out of it, and we got rewarded with a P1 again. So that's a really good result. So let's see what the second race has to offer. As we are now in the second race, a little bit unlucky with my recordings.
30 minutes.
OBS somehow switched
Okay, get ready.
my audio recording, so there's no audio for it.
Green.
But I just wanted to show a few things here. As we are in top split, qualifying didn't went great. I smashed it into
Left
the wall,
side.
so that meant we needed
Clear
to start
left.
completely from the back.
On your right, you're in the middle.
But as we go into turn 1, keep
Clear
in mind
left.
this is top split, and there
Car left.
is quite a lot of chaos.
Still there. Clear all
In
round.
my mind I had
Nice one, Martine. Good start.
a different thing in my mind from top split. Less carnage and less bullshit. But we will look into that a little bit later in the race as well.
Left side.
Seeing some weird moves from people.
Still there.
Because it was
Hold your line.
quite early and not that many
Still
people
there.
that did the race. So then you
Still
also
there.
be with a little bit
Clear
lower
left.
Irating people.
Clear right.
As we managed to get through the field safely for now. Did get an off track here. Already
Car left.
gaining quite a few places here.
Still there. Clear left.
As we are now in lap 3. This car ahead of us couldn't make the corner, or he went into the gravel, and the car ahead of me had to brake quite a lot. So, and I didn't expect that. So I ran into the back of him. A little bit unlucky, but that happened. And as we go into turn 4, the Red Bull car sends it down the inside. I try to give him as much space as I could. Maybe could have given him a little bit more, but he went wide and went into the side of me. So I'm not really sure. Maybe I should have checked the replay. But I think he went into me. But I'm not really sure. I cannot see it anymore. So I might should have checked if it was my fault or his. We are already in the last lap through the last corner, because it's not really fun to watch something without any sounds, as I did get overtaken by this guy ahead of us into the last corner. But yeah, it wasn't the best of races I had hoped for, but at least managed to get some Irating. So at least nothing lost. Maybe some safety rating, but that is what it is.